Welcome to the YouTube video. Today we are going to be watching some React content. You might have been in one that put this video in the Discord. I have a Discord where we put React suggestions in it. So if you already have some videos you might want to watch that we haven't watched.
It for 3 months.
If you have some videos you want us to watch and we haven't already seen it somehow, put it in the React suggestions of the Discord channel. It's in the link. It's underneath this way. It's this way. If you're watching on YouTube, it means you missed the stream, but that's okay. I stream every day except probably Sundays most of the time. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel because I like being told I do a good job. Intro time. We're going to watch another video from Code Blue Cam called Teen's Brilliant Escape Plan Ends His Life in Minutes. Yeah. Like dies, ends his life in minutes. I don't know. I guess it depends on if the title means metaphorically or literally. I guess we have to find out. Whoa. We're already pit maneuvering. Okay.
Police officers from multiple departments are desperately searching for a 19-year-old who was inside this car after he fled on foot following a violent police confrontation. But what they don't yet realize is that he is just as determined to escape as they are to catch him.
Yeah, that's usually the problem.
It's around 9:20 a.m. on Saturday, March 16th, 2024, and these Roscoe police officers in Illinois are rushing out of the station and into their squad cars to urgently locate 19-year-old Ray Castro after he fled on foot during a traffic stop. But what they don't know is that this is only the beginning of a much bigger chaos than the one Ray has already caused.
Oh my. Okay, so yeah, so this is probably going to be a literal situation. Oh.
This was not just a desperate moment where Ray suddenly bolted from the officers. Around 9:10 a.m. that morning, South Beloit Police Detective Reed pulled over a red Saturn Outlook SUV for speeding on Illinois Route 251. The driver was a 17-year-old girl, while Ray sat in the front passenger seat in a ski mask. Although the girl handed over her driver's license, Ray gave the officer a fake name, but the officer quickly uncovered his real identity and discovered he had 2 violent felony warrants against him, prompting him to call for backup.
Black hair, straight pants,
Copy. All units, 1078 is going to be a shot fired at the male Hispanic running eastbound by the name of Ray Castro, male Hispanic, black hair, right hand. Units at 1078 now with shots fired.
leave medical now.
Well, that's not going to help.
Female,
Copy. Getting medical started for a female with a gunshot wound. Any officers injured?
When backup officers arrived, the officer asked Ray to step out of the SUV, but he immediately began resisting violently. Police already knew the young girl from previous contacts and were aware she was in a relationship with Ray. When the officer opened the passenger door to handcuff him, Ray started wrestling with the officer and physically pulled him partially inside the SUV. As the officer attempted to turn off the ignition, Ray overpowered him, restarted the vehicle, and ordered his girlfriend to step on it. By this point, the 17-year-old girl had already called her mother, who was listening on speakerphone. As both her mother and another officer repeatedly warned her, yelling, "Don't do it," the panicked teen followed Ray's command and...
How did this scenario happen?
slammed on the gas pedal while Detective Reed was still trapped and pinned underneath Ray inside the moving vehicle. The girl also struck another officer with the SUV, though he managed to avoid being run over. Fearing for his life, Detective Reed then fired his service weapon, striking the girl in the right leg as the SUV sped across the highway before crashing into a ditch. But while officers rushed to assist the injured girl and secure the crash scene, Ray managed to break free, evade a taser deployment, and flee on foot toward the nearby Mactown Lodge. As the girl's parents rushed to the hospital near the crash site, radio traffic captured conversations between dispatchers and hospital staff regarding the unfolding
This is
incident.
ridiculous.
Hi, this is Tabitha at the Blight Hospital emergency room. I'm help a family locate their 17-year-old daughter who was just involved in a Our officers said that Winnebago handled the call, so family's here at our hospital, though, and we don't have the patient. Are you guys able to tell us where she was transported?
Do you have her name? If one of the family members and a phone number, we'll have to...
Yeah, it's mom and dad's here. Do you want me to just get their name and number? Do you want to talk to them?
Yeah. I can't tell them over the phone. We'll have to have an officer contact them.
So the officer has to call them? Okay.
Yeah.
The girl was arrested and eventually transported to Rockford Hospital for treatment of her gunshot wound.
Yeah, not smart.
But if Detective Reed and the rest of the South Beloit police officers believe they were about to corner Ray near the Mactown...
Why would you run after your friend got shot? One, they were in a relationship. Two, he had violent warrants out for his arrest. So I don't think he wants to be arrested. That they came back to pull them back over because of him. So
Lodge, they were badly mistaken because Ray already had plans of his own. After escaping from the crash scene, Ray walked into the Mactown Lodge and held a 78-year-old man at knife point while he was cleaning the bar. Ray demanded the man's keys before fleeing in a stolen maroon 2004 Chevrolet Trailblazer.
It's going to be Mactown Lounge. 10-4. If we could have a deputy en route,
what the hell is happening to that?
Here.
Google Earth's freaking out.
By now, officers know that Ray is unpredictable, perhaps armed, dangerous, and desperate to escape. And as Beloit police officers join the pursuit to assist with regional containment, they still have no idea that this chase is far from over.
Oh yeah, look at that Illinois. Look at that beautiful Midwest scenery. That's classic. That's classic Midwest right there. Anything outside of a major city, just fields. Probably corn or rice. If it's Arkansas, it's definitely rice. Northeast Arkansas's got a lot of rice paddies.
But for Detective Reed, the officer that Ray had trapped inside the SUV, this entire ordeal was nothing short of deja vu. Back on July 22nd, 2021, a 16-year-old Ray had already fled from officers when Reed attempted to stop him. Then, nearly a year later, on July 10th, 2022, Ray and two other young men robbed a gas station at gunpoint in Woodstock, Illinois. Just 2 days later, they crashed their getaway car in West Allis, Wisconsin. Despite those serious charges, Ray failed to appear for a mandatory McHenry County court hearing on August 9th, 2023. His bond was officially forfeited on September 15th, and felony arrest warrants were issued on October 10th, 2023. Those same warrants ultimately led Detective Reed to initiate this traffic stop, which has now spiraled into a shooting and multi-agency pursuit that none of the officers anticipated. But just when it seems like Ray may have slipped out of their hands again, Roscoe Police Sergeant Lewis notices the same maroon SUV with Ray in it.
CM20 is at Prairie Hill 251. I'm going to push towards Willowbrook.
Prairie Hill 251.
Put out a description over here.
That word subject's going to be a Ray pass from
Sweatshirt, blue jeans. Ran eastbound from Prairie Hill North 2nd, north side of the road.
Boop, boop, boop.
Is he south of the quarry? I got a maroon SUV leaving, maroon Trailblazer towards 251. Hoodie, male Hispanic, he's taking off.
that word. That's full suspect. Maroon SUV Chevy Trailblazer taking off.
We're westbound on Prairie Hill.
Oh, he going.
Westbound on Prairie Hill. Anybody got sticks in the area?
Oh, please, somebody throw the sticks. I love watching them be like, and fucking miss.
It'll be a maroon Chevy Trailblazer. It's a Wisconsin.
I love when they try to use stop sticks. It's so funny.
Speed's 95. Continuing westbound light traffic. Speed 75. 95.
Continuing westbound.
We're blue the stop sign at Door Road. Continuing westbound.
We're just going the flow of traffic right now, bro. Oh, he's picking up.
Westbound past Whittemore. Continuing westbound. Going to incoming traffic. We're speed 75.
Network, keep it coming.
We're slowing down in front of the Dollar General. We're continuing westbound. Speed's about 65.
You got an ambulance coming for this female, correct?
Where we go?
I saw the ambulance station at
This is such an Illinois town of all time, bro. This is such a Midwest moment.
We just passed Blackhawk, continuing westbound, crossing the river. We're turning onto Root Avenue, continuing northbound Root Avenue. We'll be on Sherrill here in a second. Just past Center, blue stop sign at Center. We're stopping at Sherlin. We're gonna turn eastbound on Sherlin, going into Blewett.
Bruh. Yeah, pull the fuck over. Are you serious? Did they blow that? What? Did they blow that stop sign? Like, that was so... Is there a stop sign there?
We're gonna turn eastbound on Sherlin, going into Blewett.
No, I don't see one. But still, how... Bruh. How do you not see this? That's fucking crazy, dude.
But what these officers don't yet realize is that Ray is just as determined to escape as they are to stop him. And
yeah, you already said that.
It is going to force one of them into taking an extreme measure.
And we're through St. Lawrence.
Oops. Whee! Okay, we're going 90.
Eastbound on Portland. Eastbound on Portland.
Let's get somebody on the bridges.
Still eastbound. Still eastbound. Continuing eastbound. We're about 75 miles an hour.
Traffic's picking up, moderate traffic. Blue stop sign, almost 1050. Hold on.
That one's fair. They could not see anything yet, probably.
We're going to be pulling up, getting downtown by the auto parts store. We're at 5th Avenue.
Portland and 5th Street. Portland and 5th Street. Passing 4th Street here, still eastbound.
Oh.
Continuing eastbound. We're going over
Yep,
the
get in
river.
line.
Still eastbound, passing Pleasant here, approaching Woodward.
Red light here.
Down Woodward Avenue, we're getting into an apartment area, White and Woodward.
For the light at Park Avenue, continuing.
North on Prairie Ave. Looks like we got a bullet squad with us.
Oh. Oh.
East on strong.
Oh. Bro, emptied the mag. I mean, he ran directly into his car, I guess, but still.
TAC 27 CM20. I need you to notify 7 King 1.
Yeah, he's not alive. No joke. No shot.
So we got one down. We got individual here, and I'm good.
A resident's home surveillance camera in the area also captured the chase, Ray's attempt to flee after the pit maneuver, his crash into the sergeant's patrol car, and the actions the sergeant ultimately had to take to protect both himself and the other officers on scene.
He tucked back into that car.
No, I said good. He hit the squad. I don't think I got hit. Why don't you put that away for right now, man? Yeah. Let's get over here, all right? All right.
He had to tuck back into the car to avoid getting crushed there.
Yeah, good. He hit my door. I thought I was going to get pissed. Yeah, I rammed him. So,
Come in off of,
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
Okay, where's he at?
The suspect, he's not really, he's dead.
Coming off John.
All right.
Nah, you're good, boss. Killed that lady, I think.
I guess it's the same guy who reported initially.
EMS later arrived on scene and pronounced 19-year-old Ray Castro deceased. His 17-year-old girlfriend survived the gunshot wound to her leg and eventually made a full recovery. The 78-year-old man's car was totaled in this incident, and the community set up a GoFundMe page to help him buy a new car. In the aftermath of the incident, one resident was allowed back into her home to retrieve her dogs when she noticed a bullet hole in the front of the house. She alerted an officer at the scene and allowed investigators inside to recover any related evidence. Thankfully, the stray round hadn't struck anyone. That same day,
how did that
the
happen?
Department requested that the Wisconsin Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation take over the investigation into the officer-involved shooting. On May 17, 2024, the Rock County District Attorney officially cleared Roscoe Police Sergeant Lewis, ruling that his actions in the fatal shooting of Ray Castro were lawful
3
acts of
years.
self-defense. Then, on May 30th, 2024, the Winnebago County State's Attorney in Illinois also cleared South Beloit Police Detective Reed, concluding that his decision to shoot the 17-year-old driver in the leg was legally justified to stop her from running him over.
Wow. That was kind of wild. Yeah, probably a ricochet or recoil or something. That was a crazy one. Isn't only the first shot considered self-defense? No. No. It has a lot to do with, yeah, I mean, no, just no. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like a one bullet to, there's a level, like, I don't know. I mean, there's a use of force that the police get to use based on what's given to them. And when someone's trying to crush you with the front of their car, I think like that's pretty. I mean, from his body cam, we saw him literally have to like jump back, and he like clearly like tucked his legs up and everything. You meant like legally? No, not legally. No, that's not how it works. In terms of self-defense, the argument when somebody fears for their life is like, in the ideal scenario where it's justified, they're doing what they can to stop their life from being in danger. And in this case, the dude was about to smear him into the car. So like, with no intention of stopping it either, clearly at that point. So, you know, emptying a mag that's pretty a lot, but also like, I don't know how I'd feel about barely avoiding being smushed between cars as well. So all states have castle doctrine laws. It's the differences that make them. Like, stand your ground's a castle doctrine. It's the difference. That's the different castle doctrines that you guys think of. But it's because of the original, which was like based on castles. That's why it's kind of called that, because it's like, if your castle's threatened, you defend your castle, right? If you were to eventually leave your castle, find the person, and then shoot them for it, that's not necessarily defending your castle. That's that's, you know, response, retribution, vengeance, whatever, right? But if somebody is attacking your castle, which would be like your person or your home in these instances, like, you would want to stop your castle from being attacked, right? Yeah, it's also true. I mean, he could have been dead the second that first shot rang out, and that car swerving like that last second could have been just him losing control of the car because he was gone. True. It's true. I think it's a little too tight to figure it out, if I'm honest with you. I think it's hard to decide which shot was the one that did it. We also don't know, like, where the shots hit him. Clearly they did. We don't know enough to kind of, I guess, we can't really extrapolate more out of the scenario because we don't know enough about, like, what bullets hit when and where. I think if you had a ballistics expert enough on the case, you could find out. I think they might have gone to that point, considering there was like an investigation and everything. But that wasn't shared with us, so we can't really tell, unfortunately. But that's how it is. Yeah, that was a wild one. Scary. It's scary, man. I can't imagine being that cop. I mean, I'd be thinking about that shit the rest of my life, if I'm honest with you. Having to make that maneuver that he did. Like, regardless, we're talking about like a 2-second difference. Regardless of the intention of the criminal, there's a 2-second window in which his first bullet, not even 2 seconds, I don't think, where his first bullet hits and the car hits his. So his response to that pretty quickly is wild. I mean, it's great. It's great reflex for sure. I don't know about emptying a magazine, but also they don't really know what this kid had at the time. They knew he had a knife, but who knows? He'd already been charged with violent, like, crime previous. So it's kind of like, you know, yeah, I mean, he was pretty much seconds away from being crushed. Exactly. Like, I would be pretty quick to try to get that to stop too. So, and he'd already attacked another cop. Yep. So there's just a lot here where it's like, I can get why this dude tucked into his car and emptied the magazine, because it's like, this has to stop for sure, for his life and for the rest. I mean, he almost hit a couple of people. They're in a neighborhood. A bullet went into somebody's house. Thankfully, nobody got hit by it. But yeah, I mean, like, plenty could have happened. Plenty could have happened. I don't know. Very crazy reflexes by that officer.